And it's time to plan your hockey life for the next 12 months. Let's do it right now on Teal Town Live.
Well,
Good evening, everyone. That's right. You have nothing else to do. There's no sports on right now. So why not join us right now as we tell you about Canada's Sharks 25 26. Welcome to Teal Town Live. This is live interactive as always. So be a part of the show. Join the conversation in the YouTube chat page or the app. You can always follow us on the socials. You can find everything at teal10usa.com. And hey, if you'd like to support the show, as always, you can do so live on a super chat donation, or you can hit us up on Venmo at tealtownusa. And it goes to help keep the lights on around everything that we do here. So with that, I say hello to AJ and Ian. What's up, guys?
Ian, I have a question. The
Yes.
first 30 seconds, did he sound like he was underwater?
Yeah, it always sounds like that, but it doesn't sound like that on your, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Because all
That's
right.
huh.
Because after 30 seconds, it cleared up, and I was just like,
Yeah,
because I
it's-
remember this happening the last
Right, the
show.
It
on
always,
Sunday.
it always does this when you first start a stream.
Oh,
I don't
God.
know why.
that's silly. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Back
All
to
right.
you, Puckguy.
All right. Good to see you guys all here. Let's talk about this. I mean, your basics as usual, 82, soon to be 84. 5 teams you get to see, twice away, twice at home. The other, you do your little 3 thing like you do with your non-division, and of course, every team comes to your barn.
I
So
was told there'd be no math, but go ahead.
I tried to do it for you. All right, so let's kick things off in October. Of course, you have the home opener with
Well-
the Hockey Festival on October 9th. Go ahead, AJ.
Well, it's just we have some context to start off with. Let's roll it back to last year. Okay. Opened with a 9-game losing streak, right? After playing opening night, Celebrini missed like 12 games. They played 13 games in December, lost 11, including an 8-game losing streak. In January, a 10-game streak with 1 win. And January 7th through the All-Star break, they played 15 games, won 2. And the last game before the 2-week break was an 8-3 spanking by Dallas. Following the break, they lost 4 straight. So over 19 games, they won 2. They finished the season on an 11-game losing streak. They gave up 4 or more goals 40 times.
Oh, fuck.
Including a stretch of 6 games where they were outscored 34-17.
This fucking thing. Okay.
They lost by 4 or more 11 times. They won by 4 or more twice. And 1-goal losses, 35 of 62 losses by 1 goal, more than half. And that doesn't even get into all the times the Sharks were tied or had a lead in the third and collapsed. So that right there, my friends, is a picture of the disaster that led to the beautiness of Michael Misa. But that was last year. There's got to be improvement this season. So let's get to Eric's slide here. Okay. I was like, fuck, did I just end up on the show all by myself?
I was just letting you rip on. So go for it here. All right. So 4 of the first 5 at home. You have the season opener with the Hockey Festival down on Barack Obama Boulevard. WWE night on that Saturday.
Gross.
Carolina comes to town after that. The quick little pit stop in Utah, and then Pittsburgh is the opponent for Los Tiburones. Then you hit up the New York teams or the New York Metro teams on a road trip with a nice little pit stop in Minnesota on the way home. And then you go into another opening, home stand where October 28th, 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yeah, that sounds like a great time to do a Frozen Frenzy. Guys?
No, I was distracted by Ian's angry typing.
Sorry.
I love your angry typing. Go ahead, Ian.
It's fine. Everything's good. I don't know.
See, that's the way I feel as well. No, my stuff. Okay, first off, explain the release video. What am I missing?
It's
I
retro.
don't know.
The what?
It's retro.
Okay. Whatever.
Well, we're celebrating the 35th anniversary season.
And
Ooh.
a videotape coming out of a VCR.
We're going back to some 90s, 80s sweater, like
All right.
jersey.
I've yet to find anybody to successfully explain it to me. But
I wonder, I do wonder, part of me wonders if we're going back to the second gen jerseys for like as a alternate this year.
Can we go back to the original one?
Well, they've done that already though, haven't they? Like,
and it was the right decision. Do it again.
I'm not. I love the original. I love the original sweaters. Don't get me wrong. Like they're my favorite of even today to this day. Those are still the best, and they should have never changed them.
Right.
That being said, if they brought out the second gens, they'd probably sell like crazy because people like. Would I buy another heritage sweater? No. Would I buy a second gen? Probably.
And I think that's the other thing too. If they were to do the whole teal, the classic teal like they did in 25th anniversary and the 30th anniversary, I don't think anybody's going to do that, especially since it's the same cut as Adidas. So I wonder.
What I think I'm trying to say is Eric's trying not to like read anything into the fact that he's like wearing a second gen jersey.
I'm just hoping. I
has one displayed behind him.
I just love. No, I freaking love that Nike style. I mean, it looked like two black fins on here. I mean, that looked fantastic. I don't know if they want to replicate that one, or I mean, I know the gray one's here. I have the white one here. What if this was like maybe black? That would have been fun. That would be fun.
If they did a black version of that, that would fucking sell outrageous numbers.
Now,
I think a teal one would too.
But what happens to the Cali fin then? We going to retire that for a season? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. David in the chat is saying the video was an homage to Napoleon Dynamite opening credits. Okay, I'll take your word for it. You're talking about a movie I haven't seen in since the year that it came out, which I don't even know when that was. So, I guess I have to just say, gosh.
What an idiot. Jeez. No, but I think, and if you want to do something different, yes, obviously doing the white heritage would totally make sense. And I get that. Or even a black version of the heritage, but I think the Cali fin's too close to that now.
Yeah, I think you bring back the second gen teal.
We don't want to bring back the RBK Edge jersey, that's for sure. But
I'm interested to see because there's 3 alumni. We'll get to the promos in a little bit. There's 3 alumni games, and if you think about it, the alumni that you are around the most are all known for wearing the second gen jersey.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. No disrespect to Tom Peterson, who was so nice to join us during the draft party, but the other 2 alumni who joined us known for that second gen jersey. Oh no.
And I'd buy it.
No, not Boyle. Not Boyle.
No, you actually have a jersey with that style with Boyle's name on it.
Yep, because that's how much I hated the 3rd generation jersey. I'm like, I will not have one of these. No.
Oh no. 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 So I just, it's a wish list. That's how I look at it. It's a wish list.
All right. Well, let me get to my questions, please.
Yeah.
Will the Avalanche visit be Burns' last time at SAP on November 1st?
And
likely. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, he's such a fucking freak.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the guy is a fitness athletic
Is
freak.
he gonna like Chris Chelios this and just play until he's like mid-40s?
You think there's not gonna? If Corey Perry can still get a fucking contract, you gonna tell me that Brent Burns won't next season?
They're the same age, so I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think he's a freak. Like if he kept playing, it wouldn't surprise
Brent
me.
Burns.
True. Yeah, he's such a freak. I mean, I think he's a guy. I just wonder if, like, at some point though, right? Like, because he's got the Iron Man streak going right now, and I just wonder if, like, when it gets to the point where that gets taken away, I wonder if he is like, okay, that's it. Now I'm good.
All right. What about when Vancouver comes in? Evander Kane, Ryan Reeves,
Yes.
and now,
Yes, please.
right? And like before anybody can jump, like we're not going to get into the racial thing of the game being on Black Friday. Let's stop that. But also the final home game, fan appreciation, both of those against Vancouver. I want to know, is Reeves going to go and like try to drop Kane like a bad habit as we've seen in the past? And if Ryan Reeves wants to do anything to ingratiate himself to the San Jose Sharks fan, you go and you run Kane as soon as humanly possible in that first game. Am I wrong?
No.
Absolutely not. I mean, I think that would be a big thing and way to bring them in that sense. I mean,
Right.
and it's because there's still that rivalry, and so
the two teams that got ass out this year were LA and Seattle. They only get the 3 games until next season when we finally get a balanced schedule.
Or is it the season after? Is it 26-27?
Sorry, which for what?
The moving to the 84 game. I thought this year was the final year.
This is the final year of the current CBA,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll finally get a balanced schedule. Another scheduling quirk from this time around. The games against LA, Seattle, and Vegas, they're all done before the Sharks ever play Edmonton. We had that a couple of years ago, right? Where like the Sharks didn't play Anaheim until like February or something.
It was weird, yeah.
Vancouver, I think we had like 3 games in like a week and a half, like years ago.
So bizarre. The one thing I like is the rare, I mean, tell me the last time it's happened, the Sharks hosting a game on New Year's or New Year's Eve. Like they almost always play away on New Year's Eve. I remember them getting just absolutely
annihilated
caved in by Dallas a couple of years ago on New Year's Eve.
And Calgary.
Yeah.
And Detroit.
Yeah, it was like they never won on New Year's Eve for the longest time away. But I can't ever remember the last time the Sharks hosted on New Year's Eve. Now, granted, it's not like it's a fucking 5 o'clock start where you can like use that to segue out into downtown San Jose and have a good time. It's 1 o'clock, so all the olds can like be to bed by 5 and before all the real fun starts, right?
Well, we'll get to that a little bit because that seems it looked like there was a thing from 365ers who said let's start early, but I'm seeing from other people they got the same thing.
So it said 365ers and other fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, other fans meaning the NHL.
Yeah. But of course. But there's been I want to know, or I'm sorry, I want to see the impact of this in that first month during those weekday games, because we've already seen a lot of games last year where there were a lot of empty seats early on. Is it going to be even more so? Because
until this team's good, like I think that's going to be the norm, though, isn't it?
I mean, perhaps, but I think there's a little more heat around the team. I think there's a little more energy and excitement about them.
Yeah, but you say that, but then they rip off like they start the season like in a 9-game skid, and that's going to quickly evaporate.
Oh, well, aren't you just a little ball of sunshine?
I'm just saying that I could see, because there was a lot of excitement around the team last year too. Macklin Silverini was going to be on the team, and that was going to, and then
but then he missed 12 games.
And they missed 12 games, and they
sucked.
Didn't get off to a great start, and I don't know. Like I'm not trying to rain on the parade here.
I'm wondering because I've heard both sides of it. There's some fans that are just like, oh my God, because the last train, like
Right.
they have to leave early just to, especially if
It's
stuff
just
goes to
stupid.
overtime. And then there are people that go, oh, no. If they move it to 7, I'm not going to be able to get there until 5 minutes into the first period.
Yeah, and I remember when I was talking about this because I obviously like it being a person who's 3 time zones behind. This is fantastic for me.
I'll be excited to see if the ratings change whatsoever.
Yeah, but Lacey brought up like it's gonna for people coming in from work or whatever, it might hurt downtown businesses or the businesses around the tank, obviously, for people not being able to get to maybe patronize them as much as they used to in order to get to the game on time. So
Yeah,
another solid point. Yeah.
I think it was
it's Lacey's, not mine.
Oh, I was going to say, I think Shayna Goldman, who works for the Athletic, she mentioned something like, the league pushing to do a uniform 7 p.m. local starts is pretty close to complete. This season, there will be 843 games starting at 7 p.m. locally, with just 109 at 7:30.
Yeah, I see. Here's the thing, right? Like, obviously, like it would be more ideal if they could stagger these things out. But then, like, if you're but listen, but if you're the fan that like, if your team starts playing at 8:15, are you fucking happy that your team landed in that slot so you could stagger the start times out, and now your game starts at 8:15? Like,
if it's once a season, okay, get over it, right?
Right, but if you're trying to stagger out all the starts so that like you're not just like okay, it's first intermission and let's go see what else is going on. Oh, first intermission. Oh, first intermission. Oh, first intermission.
Yeah, that's a little tough. Tom C making a simple point. Look, it's simple. When the team starts winning, the fans will stop making excuses and go to the games again. Yeah. Here's the thing. For me, I live in Walnut Creek. I work in Walnut Creek. That means I got to get for a 7 o'clock game. I'm leaving here maybe 4:30 at the latest. And that gets me to the tank at 6 o'clock to rush to park my car at $35.
You're parking in the wrong lot, my friend.
Well, I mean, if I'm carrying the equipment, of course.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, but it's tough about it. Now, the flip side of it, I do like the afternoon games on here. There are some on this one, including Burnsy's return to with Colorado at 1 p.m. You have a lot more Sunday night games, which you're going up against Sunday Night Football.
Yep, that's what I had written down. It's like they're going to host 7 1 p.m. day games and 3 5 p.m. Sunday games. So it's only 3 for the Sundays. But for perspective, last season the Sharks hosted just 1 p.m. start, and they had a second one scheduled, if you remember, that ended up being moved because there was a conflict because it was happening at the same time the 49ers were playing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So they smartly moved that.
Yeah. So it's really interesting here, and I mean, good on them for trying to get, I guess it's more family oriented, especially during the weekend to do it, and like you said, the Black Friday game, and it makes sense. I think there's still a big hockey tournament that happens at Sharks Ice. So to do a youth hockey appreciation day is pretty cool. I know one game that AJ's probably not going to go to is the next gen game because the kids take over everything.
No, crushed.
You're welcome.
No, I looked at a couple of these, like whether it was the K-pop thing, and I swear to God, dude, the first thing that popped in my head was like, K-pop, is that a new radio station? Like KPOP? Like, like I was just like, what? And then when I saw the WWE thing, I was just like, oh, can we not? And then what's the one after K-pop?
The one after K-pop is next gen.
Yeah, so it's like I've aged out of the Target demo. That's what I've learned.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We're
not the Target demo anymore. Damn it.
Right. The good thing though is that their Sunday games, there's no conflict, whether at home or on the road. There appears to be no conflict whatsoever with the 49ers. Like out of those Sunday games, only 2, the 49ers played the same day, and both of those are away, so they're in the morning at 10 a.m. So it's like no conflict whatsoever. You're not, and then even the one Thursday game the Niners play this year, it's before the Shark season even starts. So no conflict,
which is nice. That was a nightmare. What was it? Was it last year or was it the year before, AJ, that the Sharks home opener happened during a Niners home game on Thursday night?
Oh, I want to say that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was not great. Few things of note, though. Will December 3rd be Ovechkin's last visit? It's things to look out for. Like if you're a fan of Malkin or Crosby, you never know when guys are going to hang it up, but you can probably get an idea. So it's like, will that be the last ride? For the diehard fans among us, there are, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, evidently. There are 8 days where the Sharks and the CUDA play home games, so you can get your double up on your hockey fix in San Jose. Good luck getting from one venue to the other.
Well, with the Saturday WWE night, I mean, CUDA home opener at 3 p.m., Sharks play at 7.
My point. Good luck getting over there. That's it. See, that's when Ian needs to come out. He needs to come out for like March 1st or March 21st. So that way he can go to both a Sharks and a CUDA game.
Exactly.
They can see just how hockey Ian is.
Jeez.
So December, as AJ mentioned, it is an alumni night, but it might be Ovechkin's last hurrah. They're celebrating healthcare heroes on the 18th. I put question marks on the 20th because I just have a feeling, I don't know, something holiday inflatable would be fun there.
Well, to be fair, I do appreciate that this time around, and I don't know if it's the Sharks learning from the past, but if you go to their individual game tickets page, they have a list of all the various games, and obviously opening night, it has the details that Sharks sleepover bobblehead, rivalry game, blah, blah, blah. The next game, WWE activations. There's going to be a mini chair and a cell phone holder. Hold on. It's a mini chair and a cell phone. Well, shit. Now I got to get one.
That's something unique and fun, though.
It is. But my point being, though, is that there's a spots for like October 14th against the Hurricanes and October 28th against the Kings. And there is no announced promo yet. That's the thing, yet. So I like the fact that they're kind of hanging this out there that here's, tickets for all the individual games, but you can see very clearly there's space that things can change. So don't be under the impression that these are all the promotions. We've seen it time and time and time again. Promotions roll out slowly. And of course, it's the smart business move. Sometimes you need to identify a couple games that maybe aren't selling as well as you'd hope, and you juice them with a little promotion.
It's like I gave you my notes and everything.
Oh, really? Fucking business 101, my bud.
So December, pretty much. I mean, you have that. You go on a Western Pacific road trip for Christmas. I mean, what a way to celebrate Christmas Eve in Vegas, or you come back from the holiday break and play Vancouver in Vancouver, or go to Disneyland in Anaheim. I mean, that seems like a pick your poison if you want to, and indeed for that.
During the holidays, I can at least appreciate that they're still like in the same time zone. They still stay relatively close.
I'm glad that they're kind of doing that. Like they're at least almost in division. I would think that's kind of all over the place because they can't get on a flight till like that morning, if I'm not mistaken. Remember that? I think like Toronto got in trouble for that like a year or two ago,
Yeah.
and how they got on the plane early. So
How dare you?
I know, and Toronto, you think they would get everything. So moving on to 2026 and in January. So you get 2 Bay Area nights here. You first get Tampa Bay on the first, or excuse me, on the 3rd at 1 p.m. Pat,
Tell me
Pat.
that the Quakes Day giveaway is a shirt that says "sell."
Unfortunately, no. It's a soccer ball. Although it'd be cool if they went with their. I don't know if you saw the jersey they're wearing tonight for the Quakes game. They're throwing it back to the Clash, so there's a hint of teal in there as well. That'd be kind of cool to go a little throwback on that one, but we'll see.
Well, go ahead, keep going. I have things to say about the 49ers one. Go ahead.
January 6th against Columbus. January 10th, I'm going to piggyback back to that one in a sec, but great to see a first responders night as well. Of course, back-to-back home games with Dallas, then Vegas, both afternoon affairs. Maybe is that going to be super wild card weekend, AJ?
Probably.
I wonder if, that might get altered because of 49ers, but we'll see. And then you have a 4-game road trip where you go to Washington, then go back up to Detroit, then go back down to Florida, come back to play 1 home game against the Rangers on 49ers night, and then you start another road trip. But, I mean, AJ, wouldn't it be more appropriate? You're playing Dallas on January 10th. That should have been 49ers night because of the catch.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, that is something that the promotions department. That's why we need to be outsourced every once in a while and say, hey, when they present the schedule and they say, hey, do you see any way we can maximize the value here? We go, oh, yeah, if you flip those two, that's pretty huge. I see Sleepy in the chat saying, hopefully there's going to be a Giants night. I mean, they did one last year, so I kind of doubt that they'll do one this year if they're already doing a 49ers one, but who knows? The 49ers one, though, I'm curious just because if you look at the graphic promoting it, it says a jersey, but the graphic that they use is short sleeve. It looks like a soccer jersey. And if you look at this, I don't know, I want to say like in the last month and a half or so, the company of which we do not speak that puts out sports merchandise apparel did put out a run of soccer jerseys, but of football teams. They were mashups or whatever. So I don't know if they plan on doing something like that, but I will tell you, when is it August or September? The Giants are doing
right now
a 49ers like baseball jersey that looks chef's kiss. I can't wait for that game. I'm very hopeful that's going to be the bomb. And if it is, don't think I'm not wearing that to the Sharks game going, you guys need to up your promotions game, buddy.
Oh, I see it. Yep. It looks very 49ers, but in a baseball style. I gotcha.
It's chef's kiss.
AO asking Ian, are you going to make it a 6-part series, Ian's Road to San Jose?
Yeah, we'll milk it for all it's worth. We'll do all the content. It'll be fun.
I mean, if he was driving, I would say, hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have to be like live check-ins.
And for Ian, for the love of God, what are you going to be?
He has been at Sharks games. They just haven't been in San Jose.
They haven't been in San Jose. That's right. Yeah, we're getting there. It's coming.
Speaking of which, I know you make the trek to Ottawa. When is that Ottawa game?
So the Ottawa game this year in Ottawa is in March.
All right, we're getting there.
A town called Ottawa.
March 15th.
March 15th. All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit after the trade deadline, a week after the trade deadline, indeed. In February, 4 games. They'll continue that 5-game road trip where they go to Vancouver, Edmonton, and Calgary, and then they'll continue and get their pre-Olympic portion out of the way with a obviously original 6 bias. They get a 5:30 game in Chicago. Wow. And then
Nobody cares.
And Wednesday, they go to Colorado and finish up the Olympic break from the 6th to the 24th.
Oh,
and then
3 weeks of, I love it.
And, you get 2 home games once they return against Calgary for Black Excellence celebration. And then the Saturday afternoon game, Educator Appreciation Day in there. But you look at what the January schedule is, and we talk about that January 23rd game against the Rangers, and then you look at where when they return, there's 1 home game in a month span, and if you want to go back even further, gang, you're basically a month and a half removed from a Sharks home game, and I think the CUDA are about the same frame. And yes, the Super Bowl will be in town, in that time frame as well.
Forgot all about that.
Oh,
that's fortunate then. It makes me wonder then if they'll be using SAP to conduct any like media hits or what, because didn't they do that 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. Now it's all part of the plan.
It's
starting
falling
to make
into place.
Starting to make sense now. Okay, I forget. Yeah, I neglected to remember the Super Bowl up in Levi's this year.
Yep.
And saw that earlier today. I guess it was posted that Oracle Park might be hosting the All-Star game in 3 years.
Yeah, which
So-
will be a blast. California
AJ's going to the Super Bowl. You damn skimpy.
must be nice. And California Cruising is saying Ian goes to the Taco Bell Cantina in Pacifica. Yes.
Dude, I will fucking drive, bro.
Yeah. Yes, dude. We're gonna take. It'll be myself, AJ,
Jules will have to take a scooter.
Yes, she'll take her scooter to get to Pacifica. I've built it up for years. But this is the most beautiful Taco
Bring
Bell
Jen
ever. Yeah. Oh, well, Jen's already required. That's a requirement. Jen's gonna come. Absolutely. No, that is just a freaking beautiful place. And have
Let's get
fun
into March.
having Mexican pizza. All right, so let's get to March. This is when I guess we can safely say Ian's coming to town.
Yeah, so I will for sure. I will absolutely be at the Montreal game. I will absolutely be at the Barracuda game, which is on the 4th. Those are for sure. I will be there sometime around that time. I don't know. We haven't completely set when we're coming, when we're going. So there are other potential games that I'm going to be at that week. Probably the Jets game, and potentially the Blues game. And then maybe, I'm not sure. Like we got to lock things down a little bit. Potentially the Jets, potentially Edmonton, and potentially the Blues, but it depends on when we're coming, when we're going. So yeah, so that is when for sure.
How did Edmonton get into this?
Edmonton is the last day of the month of February.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
So that's potentially that's for sure the Montreal game for sure. That's locked in. The Barracuda game's locked in. It's just a matter of what other games in that area, and that we got to lock that down, but we have a little more time to do that. So that is the game I'll be at for sure.
Montreal for sure, which means
Locked in. I'm coming.
all right. No, I'm excited for you, dude. Yes.
I'm excited.
Fine.
The only thing that's disappointing is like the schedule was just really annoying as far as like when the home stands were, because there was one in like December, and it's like right before Christmas, so out. November's too soon because my wife won't have any vacation then, so November was always going to be out. So I was hoping to come sooner, like January, February, but just the schedule didn't make sense, so we had to push it to March because that's when the schedule worked out. So
Yep. All right, so let's wrap up the season in April, or will it wrap up in this? No, never mind. I'm not even getting into that. into that wishful thinking bull kapuki. All right, so they do have a game on the 30th. What is it? 30? Yes, the 30th against St. Louis. That kicks off a big homestand for the Sharks. Then you have on April Fool's Day, Anaheim. The next night, yes, a midweek back-to-back. Toronto for Pride Night. You have Nashville on the 4th. Chicago and Bedard come to town that Monday. Edmonton on Wednesday, the 8th, and then a quick visit to Disneyland to take on the Ducks, which kind of just ruins ideas I had to go down to for Disneyland. Thanks, guys. Couldn't you do it during a weekend at least? Not the least of which what AJ always wants to have, a back-to-back LA Anaheim on the weekend. But
I don't know why that's so fucking difficult to make happen, but whatever.
I agree. The fan appreciation night on Saturday the 11th against Vancouver, where maybe fireworks happen, as we mentioned earlier, with Kane and Reeves. And then a nice little Central Division road trip to finish up the 35th season. Monday, Nashville. Wednesday, Chicago. Thursday against the Jets. And then
But of note here,
yes,
2 games versus Chicago. Are we going to see a race to the bottom again in the month of April?
Dear God, I hope not.
Yeah, same.
Right? But it makes, it's kind of like, all right, let's get, because it's like you're only going to see that team 3 times and you just happen to put 2 of them in the final month.
Could be a clinching scenario for that matter.
That's what I'm saying. Back-to-backs, dude, 16.
Yeah.
Tied with the most with Pittsburgh, New York, I should say the Islanders, Montreal, and LA. Like, only 12 last year.
16 back-to-backs, eh? That's brutal.
Dude, it's so weird.
The Penguins have so many back-to-backs, and they have to play NHL teams on top of it. Like, really unfair.
Right. And with Erik Karlsson, no less. But 6 back-to-backs in the first 2 months, and then 3 in the final 3 weeks. It's so bizarre. October 11th and October 28th are evidently penciled down for Hockey Frenzy Day, or whatever they're calling that.
Oh, Frozen Frenzy Day.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
that's why we have the 8 p.m. start against LA.
Yeah, I get that, but evidently the 28th is also that, or I'm sorry, the 11th.
The 11th and the 28th, I think all 32 are playing.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
But my point being is, or the thing that just drives me batshit, when we make this transition from 82 to 84 games, can we just fucking claim the first Saturday in October as Hockey Day and do the scheduled start or the frenzied thing? Have all the teams going at once. There's your opening. But I don't give a shit about seeing a team lift a cup unless it's my team. And if that's the case, I'll be at the fucking game. So it's like, I don't know that it like needs to be featured on, like isolated as kind of its own game. And then we'll have a couple other games. Like, no, just all 32 games. That's how you open the NHL season, and you do the frenzied staggered start. That's how you do it. Just claim that day for your own.
Absolutely.
And there you go. The fact that we're getting hockey on Thanksgiving this year, like what? Like you going to go up against football? Ooh, good for you. Like Canadians like turkey too, damn it.
It's true.
Right?
The tough part, I mean, I love that idea, AJ, and especially since all 32 are playing on October 11th, the first Saturday of the season. Why not do that? However, they're afraid of the college football. Oh.
Fuck off, man. I'm telling you, you know what the crossover is of college football fans and professional hockey fans? It ain't a fucking lot. And I don't know if you guys have heard this. Okay, I might be breaking some news right now. We have these things called digital video recorders. They actually allow you to record things that are shown on your TV that you can then go back and watch at a later time. It's mind-blowing. I know, right?
I mean, they didn't delete that when they upped Sportsnet Plus or ESPN Plus. I mean,
Evidently not. They forgot that. That wasn't part of the memo.
wow, cool. Thank God. Holy shit. But no, I completely agree with you. It's like, don't be afraid to take on college football. Don't be afraid to take on the NFL. Yeah, you might take a little bit of an L, but you know what? We're doing the Winter Classic on January 2nd. I mean, come on. You could do better than that. Just go back to January 1st, and you're already out of context as it is.
I have more notes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. How are we feeling about seeing Mitch Marner game 1?
I don't care.
How's Ryan Reeves feeling about that?
Let's get the tank started, baby.
The march to McKenna begins. How are we feeling about the first game ever against the Utah Mammoth? Not just the Utah Hockey Club.
I just like that they have a name now.
Yes,
I agree.
but we have that. How are we feeling? If
I want to see what because they did. I'm pretty sure they're doing like I'm curious to see the game when they're in Utah because my understanding is they're doing a bunch of arena renovations over the next few years in the summer. So I'm curious to see how that's panning out because obviously the first season they just made the best of a bad situation. Obviously, it's not built for that arena wasn't built for hockey, and so they're going to change. I guess they're lifting up the rink a little bit, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out as far as sight lines and stuff go because there's some pretty rough seats in there last year. That's my understanding of it. So,
what if everything goes to perfection for the draft? And that game on October 21st, we see Misa versus Schaefer.
that'd be fun.
We also can see Eklund versus Eklund.
Ooh, Eklund versus Eklund would be interesting. I don't know. I would be shocked if I think with Matt, like I like Matthew Schaefer a lot, but I think I'd be shocked if he's in the NHL after missing so much time last year to injury.
All right, thanks for raining on my parade.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. What do you think? Like the first time the Sharks go to Toronto, is there going to be anything? I can't imagine that there's going to be any type of a video for Ryan Reeves.
They'll show him on the screen. They'll be like, okay.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, he was around here once. We know who we can pick him out of a lineup. You know, speaking of Toronto, I don't know if you guys watched Overdrive this week, but they called out the league for totally fucking up the whole Mitch Marner situation because like Toronto plays at Vegas January 15th.
Yeah.
The day after playing LA. And so typically, on those back-to-backs, a lot of times visiting team won't do a warm-up skate. They might even not be available for media or anything like that. They just come in, play the game, and get the fuck out. So they have that. And then January 23rd, literally 8 days later, then Vegas goes to Toronto, and it's the same fucking thing. Vegas plays at Boston the night before.
Oh, someone pour one out for the fucking entitled Toronto media.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Pour one out for the poor Toronto media. What are they going to do?
Hey, their fans are the reason why that they put so much pressure on their team. Okay.
And the other thing to jot down on your calendar, March 6th, deadline day, but 7 games happening that day.
They still don't learn.
Can't wait to see who is, not on morning skate, who, is scratched for what trade related reasons or whatever the bullshit is. Yeah, I don't understand why they can't figure that out, but whatever.
Yeah, I just it's just crazy. It's like, okay, you're trying to do more afternoon games. Sure, get that. And I'm sure we'll still see the same 10, 12 teams on ABC and TNT. I know TNT's a little bit better about it, but I mean,
well, let's see if there are sports networks in another 5 years. So, all right.
Regional sports networks, gonzo for sure.
All right. So, like, what do you like? What do you not like about this, Eric? Because you definitely had some definitive things to to be mad about before we went on.
Well, I mean, 16 back-to-backs I think is a little ridiculous. You see Anaheim has only 9. So there's that.
But let's hypothetically
Go ahead.
let's say next year the Sharks only have 9 and Anaheim has 16. Then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I'm totally fine with that. No, but I mean, balance it out because it averages out to about 12, and I totally get that.
And they had 12
there was
last
going
year.
to be a lot of back-to-backs this year because of the Olympic break. Like
Right.
that was a given. I mean,
And
now some teams have been absolutely punished by it more than others, as it usually goes. The Sharks are one of them. But I mean, there is going to be a lot of backs-to-backs because this is going to be a condensed season.
right.
Well, to quote David Quinn, no one feels bad for us.
That's true.
That's very true. But definitely a lot of back-to-backs at home this year as well. Like what is it, in April, the Anaheim game on the first, and then Toronto right back at the next night. And like Ian said, because of the Olympic break, I get that. But that's 2 big games where you have a local, and I use local figuratively here, you have a local rival, and then the next night you're going to have a big original 6 team in town. I mean,
I am so tired of how the 06 gets brought up and glazed over.
they do, and their media knows how to do it. Yeah, we don't care until they recognize the original 22.
And this is something else that I'm not sure if I brought it up with Ian or Jerk or both, but one thing that the Sharks did do this time around, which I've noticed on their promotions or their ticket page, is that they actually call out members of the other team. Like it says, under the Washington game, it says something about, Ovi's last time.
Yeah.
Or it says, for the Chicago game, it mentions Bedard coming in. For I think it mentions McDavid and Draisaitl. I think it might mention Malkin and Crosby. And so it's like finally acknowledging that, there are superstars on the other team. Why not promote them to help you guys make money and sell tickets?
Sure. And I think that's a great idea, especially like on the times where, Burnsy's coming back to town, or maybe you talk up a Hurdle when Vegas comes in.
Who?
You remember, Mr. Fun must be always. Train me right to Vegas.
Oh yeah, are we surprised that we haven't seen Holy Doodle shirts and hats yet? I'm blown away. We haven't seen this.
I'm like this close to be like, okay.
Huh?
This close to be like, all right, screw it. We're beating them to it. Let's go.
I got to tell you though, all these 1:00 weekend starts, I love.
Me too.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah. I mean, it should be fun.
Who doesn't love having like a little breakfast, little, I don't know, Bloody Mary, little, some breakfast tacos, burritos, whatever, and leisurely stroll afternoon hockey, and then, traipse around downtown or whatever. Or you still have like, half the day to go do stuff or whatever. You can go out at night. Do you?
Yeah.
Love these.
I haven't looked at completely, but it'd be great. What'd be great is if they have the 1:00 starts and then you have like a 6 p.m. CUDA game, and just make it a whole, market it up as Hockey Day in San Jose. That would be fun.
They should do those for all those crossovers between the CUDA and the Sharks.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not. Maybe I missed it. Is there no promotion around when the actual Hockey Hall of Fame induction is going to happen for Jumbo? There's no.
I'm not saying I know anything because I don't. I'm just going to say I feel like that's something that will get a lot of hype and pub as it comes soon.
As it comes, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, there is an alumni night November 20th, and 10 days after, Jumbo gets in, So
well, when is the actual date of the
November 10th?
November 10th. And, funnily enough, the Sharks happen to play the Panthers. Is that not the last team he played for?
Yes.
And they play the Panthers 2 days before the 10th? That's kind of fun.
On military night. So maybe
Well, Sergeant
maybe
Jumbo reporting for duty. I mean, what do you want to do?
Holy doodles, sir.
Yeah. Or you do something Winnipeg. I mean, there's
He
no. If you got your shit together, you do something for the Colorado game because Burns is going to be town.
that would be pretty cool.
Your beard, bro. What's the promo on Colorado Day?
Native American Day.
Yeah, see, you can still crowbar in a jumbo thing. It's not a problem.
So
like Native Americans have had dealt with enough. I think sharing their promotional night is not going to be like that off the reservation, if you will.
They will have a Native American heritage bandana for that one. The next day after the Burnsy returns, Detroit comes back to town. Hockey fights cancer scarf. I think that's nice to see.
What do we? I'm dying to see the photos of the Celebrini Smith sleepover bobblehead. What the hell is that about?
Okay, but
and let's be honest. How great would it have been if it was opening night? You get Celebrini and Smith sleepover bobblehead, and then 2 days later with Anaheim, they give away Toffoli on a cot. Come on.
I see, but here, how about this? How about you add on to Foley and it gets speeded donated and the portions go to the Sharks Foundation?
Sure.
Yeah, isn't that's what's happening, isn't it? You can go and I thought that was a thing.
What now?
I don't know. I read in the chat. Someone said something in the chat about you can go and get the Toffoli part of it after.
There's a Toffoli part of this?
Yeah, but it's for sale.
Really?
Well,
hey,
I don't know. I'd have to scroll in the chat.
Way to soak the moment.
Yeah, see, there you go. So Sharks Last said it, and she's got it.
Oh, I hate to say this, Kathy, but I'm not on here all the time. I know people think I am. I'm not on here all the time.
I saw it. I was trying to remember who said it.
Yeah. But I mean, definitely a lot more special nights. Yes, there are some still left over, and they'll probably have their group games and such. And
can we call out the go ahead. It's only for sale at the foundation, but I should have known. Will that be on sale the night, opening night, to go along with the handout? Is that because I guarantee you they're going to run out of shit. They're going to run out of it like that because they did that with the Marlowe banners. People were pissed.
Yeah.
So, boy, they better have a pallet of those things. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be tough.
Marty wondering. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Opening night for that one. But Marty's wondering, when is Teal Town USA night at the tank?
Well, whenever the hell Ian's there, evidently.
Yeah, apparently. we might have to figure
March
something
3rd
out.
against the Montreal Canadiens.
There you go.
I mean,
we'll have to figure out some sort of get together where it's we all meet at Calder's before a CUDA game or some shit.
Yeah, especially if it's on the weekend.
Yep.
So
big time.
All right, Kathy, what are you sending me here?
We have photos.
Oh, those. So I don't know where this is totally different from what I saw.
Christ.
A Tyler Toffoli sleepover bobblehead will be available for purchase through the Sharks Foundation. So,
all right.
I like how we're probably all skipping the Game Warm kiosk, and we're all running to the Sharks Foundation kiosk on opening night.
I dig it.
No, I want.
But I love that idea. That's awesome.
I like Chris's idea here. Vancouver going to have an Evander Kane at the craps table bobblehead. I like that. Hell yeah.
I thought it was him holding his cash like it's a cell phone.
Oh, that too. Well, yeah, but he doesn't have any cash anymore. So, can't do that.
Damn.
OV1 and SB. Okay, good for him. I didn't even get that. Whatever.
The SBs are still a thing?
I was going to say, we need more awards. Your paycheck isn't enough. Whatever.
But it would be interesting in December if that could be Ovi's last visit to San Jose. A team he grew up loving.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if you want to Monopoly money phone. Nice.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like if that's the last time you want to see like the guy who has the records in the NHL for goals that likely won't be broken. I mean, how long did it take him to break Gretzky's record? Like 30 something years?
32.
Yeah. So
I will say that Austin Matthews is currently on pace to break it.
Yeah.
But he'd have to
really?
stay healthy. Yes.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but now that Marner's gone, who knows?
Well, now he doesn't have to pass it to anybody.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Austin Matthews is currently on pace to break it. However, I don't think again Ovechkin's been just a freak on how healthy he's been his whole career, and Austin Matthews has had some injury problems, and
Yeah.
you have to wonder if they get more significant as he gets older.
But today I learned Mitch Marner's 5th in points for the Maple Leafs.
I believe it.
How is that possible? The
They've
Leafs
had
have
some
been around for
bad
like
years.
100 years.
Yeah, but so when they were good, the last time they were really good was in the '60s when they played whatever
Nobody.
games. Yeah, exactly. There was
when there were 4 teams in the league.
when there was yeah they were last good when there was only 6 teams in the league.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I mean, what Ovi's at almost 900, and Austin Matthews is at 401.
Yeah.
With only 629 games played. I mean, he's going into his 10th season. He just doubles that. I mean, he's right on the verge.
Yeah, again, health obviously is a factor.
Big
It's
time.
hard to stay healthy for that long.
Wouldn't that be great though? To see it took somebody over 3 decades to break that. And then if Matthews just comes walking along fucking 5 years later and is like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna beat that record.
Troy, does Ian work for TS Sports? And I've heard that lots from the media. No, that's just math, my guy.
Well, of course.
no one look at. No one's cutting me a check to talk. I swear too much. You think you're putting me on TSN?
Right?
F this, F that. Yeah, right.
Fuck those guys.
Be a short segment.
For getting back to the schedule for a minute,
Sorry.
no, it's not your fault. We always derail. I'm just looking at this, and I'm going, none of this really bothers me. There's, I saw a couple people crying in the club about 3 5-game, road trips, and I'm like, oh my god, do you not remember the days of I think last year I believe there was a 6-game road trip. And the Sharks have 2 times where they host 6 straight games. So what are you crying in the club about a 5? Did we all forget that stupid tournament, that tennis tournament that used to screw things up every February? So let's not cry in the club about that. I will give credit where it's due. The NHL appears to have tried to put at least some semblance of thought into the schedule. The first one at New York, then at the other New York, then at New Jersey, and then you hit Minnesota on the way home. That to me makes complete sense. You're literally going to be able to put the team in Manhattan and bus them from venue to venue. They're not going to have to fly for 3 days despite being on the road. So that to me is awesome. You scroll down a little bit more. November 5th at Seattle, sandwiched in between 6 home games. Yeah. No problems there. That's a bing bang boom. And if you look at it, they have 2 days off before that flight, so it's easy peasy. Then following Florida, it's at Minnie, at Calgary, at Seattle. So fly there and then just work your way back across the north, and then you're back, no problem. Okay, at Colorado, yeah, that's kind of fucked up in between those 5. No, I'm kidding. It's at Colorado, at Vegas, big deal. All right, so your first major trip at Dallas, at Carolina, then at Philly, then you got to go up to Toronto just to come back to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's a little sus.
That's really, come on, guys.
Yeah, it was we really couldn't work at fixing that one, making it a little better. Then 3-game homestand at Vegas, at Vancouver, at Anaheim. I mentioned it before. You've got Christmas sandwiched in between two of those games, but they're all basically on the West Coast. They're all in the same time zone. Who gives a shit? They're fine. Then, you host 6 games, or I'm sorry, five games, but you a quickie to LA, but no biggie. Big whoop. All right, 4 games at Washington. Then, so you got to go clear across the country, sure. Then fly back to Detroit. Then fly all the way down to the tip of the we don't know how to vote state. Then Tampa, and come back. Okay, that grouping kind of sucks. I'll give you that. Then Rangers, okay, at Vancouver, at Edmonton, at Calgary. Hello, Western Canada, no problem. Shoot over to Chicago. Well, you're already halfway there if you're in Calgary. Then you hit Colorado on the way home, no problem. And then at Buffalo, at Boston, at Montreal, at Ottawa, at Edmonton. How can you complain
How
about
does
that?
Edmonton get in there?
What now?
I just surprised. Edmonton and back home, it's fine. It's just funny that it's like one of these things is not like the other.
Yes, but though at least like Edmonton isn't in the middle. It's not like at Boston, at Edmonton, at Montreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least because that shit would have happened 10 years ago. So at least this makes sense. And then the end of March at Nashville, you go to Nashville, up to St. Louis, up to Columbus, back home. Yep, that all makes sense. All same time zones, very vertical flights. Then you get you can't really complain about April because it's like you host 6, then you bop to Anaheim for a quickie, boom, you host Vancouver, and then you play your next 3 on the road. And you know what? The one funny thing about those last 3 games at Nashville, who doesn't like to party in Nashville? Great town. At Chicago, who doesn't enjoy Chicago? Great town, good music, all of that. But then having to, you know what? I don't think the schedule makers are getting enough credit for saving the worst town in the league for the very last game. I mean, dude, am I lying? Because they've done, the questionnaires, the surveys to the players, and every one of them is just like, place the worst city to play at. And all of them almost universally are like, yeah, Winnipeg. Winnipeg is the worst. So for the schedulers to save that game until the very end, credit to you. Maybe if we're all lucky, the Sharks will be celebrating. We have the best odds for McKenna. They'll be celebrating that in Winnipeg. We don't know. AO, have you been to Winnipeg? Do you know?
AO saying Winnipeg isn't that bad.
So, wait a minute. Faulty said it. I think AJ is the exact guy I want reviewing the schedule. No.
That's what we're here for. We're
just
here to stand around and let
hyper
AJ
hot
do it.
takes. Fresh and greasy, straight out the oven.
All right.
Anything else, boys? Because I feel
I'm just sad that March is such a long time away.
Yeah, I know.
But I feel like we probably won't be talking for like 2 months.
Hopefully. We'll see. Who knows? Mike Greer will make a trade tomorrow.
I was going to say who was it? Somebody mentioned something about like, is Letty even going to make this team?
Of course he is. They have to be cap compliant.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But he's going to be the 7th guy. He's going to be riding a pine.
Desharnais is going to be your 7th guy.
I'm just saying. This dude said Orlov, Klingberg, Ferraro, Liljegren, Mukamadulin, Desharnais, and your odd man out are Letty and Thompson.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it just goes to stand. You're just like, oh, that's going to suck.
Yep. We should be saying pour one out for Wayne Thomas. He was an assistant coach for the Sharks during that great 94 run. He passed away, or it was announced today that he had passed away. So rest in peace to that guy. He was in hockey for nearly a half a century with the Sharks for at least a dozen years. So I'll be
Mhm.
R.I.P. to him. Fucking cancer sucks, guys. I mean, that's the
Yes, it
second
does.
one that the Sharks fam has lost in that one. So, all right, let's get out of
Well,
here.
hold
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
Stick tab, Steve, faulty synapse. Appreciate that. Who's your starting six on October, whatever it is? Was it 9th?
I think you just said it.
No, starting six at forward, not on defense.
Oh, excuse me.
Eklund, Celebrini, Toffoli, Smith. Who are the other two that you're putting in there? We talking Gaudette, Skinner, Graf, Khrushchev? Who's getting in there? Ryan Reese?
Gotta be. Skinner's in there. I can't see him anywhere below.
Yep.
But who's centering it?
Smith. And that's what I don't like.
See,
what
I
happened
would
to the
still-
buddy system?
I would still keep him with Celebrini.
I'm saying. So we'll see what happens. A lot of these articles, I get a kick out of people trying to predict the starting lineup for a season that doesn't start for 3 months. Like, you don't know what is going to happen in camp. We could see Misa play out of his ever-loving mind and force the issue.
Well, we don't even know what he's doing yet. That's the thing with Misa is we don't know what he's doing. Like, he hasn't signed his ZLC yet, but there hasn't been anything about him going to NCAA, so he can't come to training camp if he's not under contract.
But this is going to happen. He's got to
Maybe he's going to do one or the other, right? He's either going to go. I can't imagine a situation like he's either going to sign a ZLC or he's going to college. So we'll see what actually happens. But until that happens, I don't know why anyone is penciling me in anywhere because
college, such a hippie hoax.
and for that matter, and I know it was mentioned in the chat, we didn't hear Sam Dickinson's name in that top six defensively.
Well, where's the fucking room?
Exactly.
They'd have to move more bodies, but I think Sam Dickinson's an interesting one. I think he gets a chance to. Again, you're not upset. Like there's people that you're not putting in the lineup over him if you want him to play. But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
How did they get Letty again? They claimed him off waivers, didn't they?
Claimed off waivers, yeah.
So they could theoretically put him on waivers during camp. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there's your space. I mean, if Dickinson impresses like beyond amazing, and if Letty sucks ass, so be it. Remember, Mario Ferraro is still here. He could be traded tomorrow. We don't know.
Yep.
Oh, Mike is asking, can Dickinson go to the CUDA?
No.
There you
Not
go.
yet.
Nope. No, he cannot.
Oh, and I mean, we are finishing up the scheduling thing. Is there anything for the CUDA that you thought was at all? I mean, it's so,
The CUDA schedule's the CUDA schedule.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's, there's never anything. It's like, so they play this same team 3 times in a row, and then this same team 3 times in a row. It's always the same shit.
There was a weird quirk in their schedule. I don't have it in front of me, though. I'd have to go and find it, where they play like, they have like a bunch of away games, and they come home for one game, and then they're on the road again. They play like the same team like 4 or 5 times in that span, and one of them's at home and 3 of them are on the road. There's a weird
Ontario,
weird quirk. Yeah, I think it's Ontario. Yeah, there's a weird quirk there, which I thought was amusing. But
well, and what was that quirk? Remember on Pucknologist, we were gagging about it, where it seemed like every Wednesday they had to play San Diego or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like Coachella. It was one or the other, but it was like every Wednesday they were playing that fucking team for whatever goddamn reason.
It was from December 12th. They go on a road trip, Texas, Coachella, then Ontario, come home, play one game against Ontario. Then they go back to Ontario to start another road trip.
Yeah.
Well, familiarity breeds contempt. What can I tell you?
And then they have 2 home games between December 11th and January 23rd.
Can I just address Ricky's thing in the chat? The thing you have to remember is Shane Wright had exceptional status and Sam Dickinson did not. Yes, is there a way that London could let him go and they could do it? Yes, but Shane Wright having exceptional status made that easier.
So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, see, another weird quirk to the Barracuda schedule, right? Is you go through it and it's like, okay, in October they play one.
Right back.
Yep, they play one game at home on a Wednesday. November, one home game on a Wednesday. December, one home game on a Wednesday. None in January. In February, one home game on a Wednesday. Then in March, every Wednesday they play a home game. What is going
Weird
on? With
quirks.
This? So bizarre, man.
And they don't have too many Sunday games. They have some Friday games, and I think there's like a couple of Tuesday games. And usually it was just Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was it. You might have a few Friday games. Now it's spread out a little
nothing
more.
on Sunday. They like only play like 3 home Sunday games. Yeah, everything is Friday, Saturday, bitches.
Yeah. So let's see. Ian, are you coming down like the 1st of March?
So we're trying to figure that out, right? Like I said, like I know the 2 games that I mentioned, the Tuesday against Montreal and Wednesday, like I'll definitely be there. We haven't totally nailed down the coming and going yet, so
so you're talking definitely.
We'll definitely be there that week.
Sharks Montreal,
yes.
And then Cuda versus Gulls.
Yes,
yeah.
Those are there for sure. Like I will be at those games for sure. Probably some of the other ones too. Obviously, like I said, I don't know. As far as that Edmonton, the Jets, and the St. Louis game, I don't know. Once we nail those down, I mean, whatever games that are on while I am there, I will be at.
Okay. And of course, we should be remiss, but Teal Town after dark, after every single game, no matter what. And then on Sunday show to be determined, I guess we'll say.
Oh, senior money. I feel seen. You know what though? I am thankful for, and I was kind of worried about this and like a little apprehensive, and I'm like, okay, please, when the promotions come out, I beg of you, please don't put something out that is like 10 years since making the final. Like nobody celebrates their biggest loss.
Yeah.
You don't celebrate your biggest failure.
That's got to be one of the alumni nights, though. I mean, wouldn't it be like a group of guys?
Probably, yeah.
Have Jumbo, Pavs, and Patty come in.
No, I still think that's a really bad look. But
I do too.
There are 3 alumni nights. I mean, they could theoretically. No, I was going to say they could theoretically Taylor Swift this, go full eras, and first alumni thing, it's Hannon and Smitty and guys who wore the jersey that you're wearing and like made their bones in that jersey. And then the next one, it's the what was it? The Edge era, where it's Dan Boyle and
Heatley.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Really? Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking of the. Well, I'm not going to say Martin Havlat.
Driving everybody else to the tank. We're fine.
Geez. So I think what we looked at. Sorry, just to answer the question from earlier, I didn't mean to cut you off. So, if everything goes the way we kind of want it to, it looks like the 27th, which is the Friday, the last Friday in February, was probably travel day, and then probably go from there. But that's got to be nailed down. That's ideally what we're looking at, is like being there, traveling on that Friday, and then probably coming home on the Saturday, the 7th. It would be travel home day.
All right.
Cool. You know where you're staying yet, or are you still?
I have an idea, but she's the
concierge.
She manages that stuff. I will leave that to my better half, because she is way better at planning those things.
There you go. Is Pavelski ever coming back to San Jose for anything? No, because evidently you win everything in Lake Tahoe. So why come here? I mean, maybe he wants to conquer Pebble Beach. Right?
Hey, when's the Pebble Beach tournament? Is it close to an alumni night?
I don't know, but man, wouldn't that be great if Pavelski showed up to an alumni night? But that's, like, if Pavelski comes out there, and that alumni night, how is it not going to be Pavelski and Jumbo and Marlowe? And I'm afraid that they're going to, kind of lean into that. And it's like, let's just lean into their career, not one particular year where it almost worked out. And then, and I kind of feel bad because what about Couture? Like, wouldn't you want to see him out there? But he's technically not alumni,
Right.
So that's
He can go anyway. It's fine.
It's true.
He's alumni. He's not alumni in like technicality only at this point.
Mike saying, "Did you guys mention the Thornton hiring again or yet?" I
mean,
I got pretty sick of the whole director of vibes thing or whatever. But I do like the fact that they gave him 2 titles. He's like, an advisor and like, what was the other part of his title?
He's development coach.
Yeah, development coach, but also like advisor. And it's like I could just imagine Greer saying, hey Jumbo, what do you think about this? Oh yeah, bud, yeah. Well, looks like he can skate, bro. Yeah, get him out there.
Is hockey operations advisor kind of director of vibes in some way?
It's the job that you give. It's the title that you give people when you want to pay them, but you don't want to they don't want to take on too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's your entry. It's your I know a guy. I'm going to work in an organization job.
No, I'm telling you, all the credit in the world. The hockey knows how to get former players a paycheck better than any league ever. Appreciate that.
LTIR night.
Oh, I like that. Dead money night. How about that one?
Welcome back, Shea Weber and Carey Price.
No, Dead Money Night. On the second time they host Vegas. Dead Money Night.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Oh, Slappy Night. I would like that.
There you go. Now, see, that would be fun. If you theme these out, that would be fun to have, Slappy come out. And you obviously miss the Joe Thornton retirement, which was disappointing.
If my memory is correct, we were promised at some point, and this is, tell me I'm wrong, Eric, but I swear to God, like 7-8 years ago, we were promised we were going to get a Slappy appearance on this podcast, and it never happened.
That's because I think that person who might have Slappy may not have Slappy, and we don't know where Slappy is.
Well, don't make promises you can't keep.
Well, we just don't know. Just saying.
Well, when I don't know, when you do your annual discussion in a couple months,
yes,
we're gonna have to find out if Slappy's on the side of a milk carton or something.
Hey, our money, you know where to find them. All right. Okay. On that note, I think it is time to get on out of here. In case you missed it or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The audio version will be up later this evening. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you haven't hit it already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That will let you know when we do go on the air. When news breaks, we'll try to piece it back together with super glue and Gorilla Tape because I think now we're waiting on news that comes out because this is pretty much the last one that was kind of on the plan. And I get why they waited till the 16th, and since there was no events going on besides the Ospreys, to reveal the schedule, rather stretch it out, and now you can break it down for another while. But obviously Ian has a road trip coming. Was there ever a road trip you've ever wanted to go to, AJ? Any road city?
Yes. Anaheim and LA on a Friday and Saturday. Why can't we make this happen?
What about LA Vegas?
LA Anaheim on a Friday, Saturday. Why can't we make this happen?
I'm
not a big fan of Vegas, to be quite honest.
Okay.
It's dry. All they want to do is take your money. It's like, it's no.
And
I'd rather go to
Anaheim.
Winnipeg.
Oh, jeez. AO, really?
Right?
Oh, boy. Yes, hit that like, please. Faulty
Yeah.
Synapse. Thank you very much.
I would love it. Love to just or Saturday, Sunday. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
But Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, just come on, man. I just want to be able to drive down in the morning, and leave at like, I don't know, 6 in the morning or something. Get to Anaheim around lunchtime, have a little In and Out, have a little, I forget, Pink's hot dogs, something down there, and get settled in. I'm sure there's some groovy tap rooms down there we can hit up and just enjoy the ambiance, and then right over to the Ponda, enjoy a little hockey, and then the next day go check in somewhere. I don't know, probably something fun like Santa Monica or like Venice by the beach. Uber over to Staples when we have to. And then, from what I understand, just like drop a brick on the accelerator when you leave and get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
And go back to the hotel. And then just the next morning, grab your In and Out and, I don't know, do one or two early touristy things, go run by the Hollywood Boulevard or the Chinese Theater, the Strip or something, and then be like, okay, back home.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Ian, I mean, I know you've done Ottawa, you've done a couple other places, I think.
No, just Ottawa.
Just Ottawa? All right.
Yeah,
where would you
the best? I don't know. I mean, like, I would love to, like, obviously, I think, again, like, the money that I would spend, like, that I'm going to spend coming to San Jose is, like, it's crazy, because me and Jen were talking about, because I'd love to go watch a game in Montreal, but, like, the money, like, it would be just as expensive as going to San Jose.
Oh,
I'd be sitting in the fucking nosebleeds, man. I mean, obviously not that bad, obviously, with travel and everything else, but it's a really pricey. Like, I would love to do like just like do that whole kind of area though, like just Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, all in a stretch, or even go out west and do like a stretch like Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. That would be really cool too. But I mean, yeah.
But it's funny you bring that up, because I remember hearing about something. Was it like Taylor Swift concert or something, that they could literally buy tickets to see Taylor Swift play at like Levi's at the stadium. It was literally cheaper for them to fly to London or some shit, fly to London, stay there, buy tickets for the show, and then fly home. Like, that's how overpriced the tickets were in the States.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's weird, because like the one thing that's like the one thing that's really crazy is that how much cheaper it is to fly in the States, because we're going to fly domestically, we're not flying internationally. So we're either going to, depending on where our kids are going to be situated, we're either just going to fly from Chippewa, which is over just across the bridge here, into Sioux, Michigan. Or if, depending on who's watching my kids, if we have to take my kids down to my sister-in-law's, then we're going to fly just from Detroit to probably San Francisco, I would assume, or San Jose. I'm not sure which. We've already looked it up, but it's crazy that like that flight, either way we do it, even from Chippewa, it's like $700, I think, for the round trip flight. And like, wow. I paid like $400 to fly to Ottawa round trip. Ottawa's 10 hours away. And I'm going to fly, across the continent and then that's Canadian too, like 700 Canadian. So it's crazy how much cheaper it is to fly there in the States domestically.
Yeah, I have heard such craziness with in Canadian flights. It's tough.
It's brutal. Yeah, it's awful.
It's not like where you could fly from like Toronto to Vancouver and then fly Vancouver to San Francisco and be affordable. So that's
it is if you pay in American money. It's just not if you're if you're Canadian. It's not. Because I remember we were talking about it. Maybe we were talking earlier, and you're like, "Oh no, legally, if you fly, you can fly internationally. It's fine." Yeah, the second you do it from this side instead of your side, the price changes very wildly.
I'll have to look direct flights to Regina if I ever want to go to a Rough Riders game. Apparently, Rob, I like this one. Seattle and Vancouver on the same weekend. That would be fun too. I think that would be
Yeah, that'd be cool.
really
Yeah,
beautiful watch.
I would dig that too. But yeah, I just like I think there's like other trips that I'd like to do. Ottawa is just it's fun because my buddy lives down in Ottawa, so it's like I have a place to stay. There's just all I have to do is get there. Whereas like obviously Toronto, Montreal, you have to worry about accommodations and all that fun
Seattle
stuff.
and Vancouver is tough though because there's just so much to do.
Yeah.
So it's like you need an extra day on the front and the back end so you can like check out all the different
And
things that are going on.
freaking beautiful too. Yeah. So,
But and just remember, a week from this Friday, hockey movie's coming out. Happy Gilmore 2, bitches.
Oh man.
oh yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I can't wait to see how much hockey is in there. Indeed. All right, guys, final thoughts, and then we'll wrap this bad up.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm super excited. I'm just the only thing that sucks is that like the way the schedule worked out. It's like we're talking about March when I was hoping we'd be talking about like January.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is, and I'm still coming. And there's a whole bunch of games in that span where I'm going to be there. So I'm going to see a ton of hockey in the tank, and they better fucking win one because I don't think I've ever seen them win live. So
God,
that's the other problem. I haven't seen them win live yet. The first time I went was in 2019 when me and Jen went, and that was obviously the 2019-2020 season where everything fell off the rails really quickly when we thought they were going to be good. And then the next time I went, they lost in overtime. And then the last time I went, it wasn't a good game. It wasn't close.
Jules, clip that. Just all right. AJ, your final thoughts.
I'm gonna come.
Well, clip that too, Jules. All right. We'll be back with you when news breaks. We are on summer vacation, I guess, right now.
Yeah,
so.
well, I think we'll still try and do obviously some content, but as far as like, we'll try and do some goofy stuff to have some content through the summer. Obviously, we don't want to be completely dark.
No.
Stay tuned for that. But
Yes.
yeah, and unless something big happens, I mean, it'll probably be a while before we get back on.
So we'll do some fun stuff. I know Felix wants to do a growing the game series, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Sharks Last, am I gonna hit up practices and stuff too? I don't know, because here's the thing, right? Like obviously my wife's coming with me and she wants to do stuff, so I want to make sure that like she's content as well. Like there's stuff that we want to do while we're there, and I want to make sure that if I feel like if I just like if it's just like 100% hockey, I will be coming home alone. So
Chateau de Bois.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up like a practice or something, but ideally, I want to make sure that there's a good balance so that Jen is also content and happy.
So we're trying to work up some content, but we're not going to manufacture shit just to like, hit a quota.
Oh, Chris, you missed it. I'm going to go. I'm first week of March. So I'll be for sure. Montreal at San Jose for sure at that game. For sure on the 4th at Tech CU, San Diego Gulls at San Jose. Other games, once we figure out the time, we'll figure it out.
And the goals thing will, like I said, we'll have to do something extra early at Calder's or something for those that want to just come and hang.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. AO 97% hockey, 3% Taco Bell canteen.
No. I just want to make sure. Obviously, like I said, I want to make sure that like my wife's happy too. She's got stuff she wants to see. We want to go to Alcatraz as long as it's not turned into a.
I was going to say it might be reopened by the time you get here.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe I'll end up there. You never know.
Chris saying, "Okay, I'll find a way up there to finally meet you."
All right, sounds good.
Oh,
cool.
Faulty Sidnaps. I gotta disagree with you there, pal. I think that is one of like the most overrated experiences, especially for the money.
So,
all right, I'm gonna go let my dog and you guys wrap this up.
All right, we'll see you next time. Until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real, teal. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you in the very near future.